is hump day. It's hump day. Okay, quick question. My hair is wet because I just got out of the shower. Also, can you let me know if you hear a fan in the background? Can you let me know if you hear a fan in the background? See it blowing my hair? It's like, I have it on low, but it was hot in here and I was sweating and I'm like, okay. I need my fan in front of my face. Good morning, everybody. Hi. Hey, Margaret. Hey, Margaret. What happened? Because... Wait. Yeah, that's not what I wanted to do. Why? I thought that Ween Baby said she was first in here earlier. Am I wrong? Oh, Ween Baby says she's first. Why are the StreamYard comments different than what I'm seeing on my screen? I'm really confused. And then I said hey to her, right? Am I in the Twilight Zone? Get in the zone. Auto zone. I don't see my comments to her or I don't know. It's not showing it in my StreamYard that you were here first. The first comment I see in my StreamYard is Margaret saying, hey, P. Lola's mom. Weird. I don't like that. Apparently, I'm missing comments. I don't like that at all. Okay, I'm sorry. I just got super distracted. But hey, Ween Baby. Ween Baby came in hot this morning. And then I said, hi, Ween Baby, or hey, Ween Baby, good morning. And then Pickled Bird shows up. Hey, Pickled Bird. And Donnie says, morning story. I was powering down electronics last night and another podcast popped up. I was reading the comments on this case. They were so mean to each other in the chart. So I'm here to say I'm grateful I found you. Everyone is respectful and kind. Oh, that's super sweet. Now, I'm sorry, people. They weren't mean to you, were they? They weren't mean to you, were they? I'm glad you found us. I'm glad you found us. And look at that. Donnie gifted 1 Crime Cafe membership. You are sweet. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Super sweet. But it's not showing up on my StreamYard. I'm angry. Why is it being a butt head? Huh. Okay, good. You cannot hear the fan. Thank you, Jesus. Okay. I'm going to say hi to everyone, and hopefully StreamYard and YouTube can play nice together, or if not, they're going to have to wear the sibling sweater, you know, the sweater that moms make kids wear when siblings wear when they're fighting and they have to wear the same sweater. That's what I'm going to make StreamYard and YouTube do. They're going to wear the sibling sweater. But thank you so much. And Henny was the one that was gifted the membership by Donnie. Look at that, Henny. Congratulations. It won't let me put it up on the screen because it's not in my StreamYard, but I can throw a little bit of sparkle for the Throw a little bit of sparkle for the membership gift. Thank you so much, Donnie. That's super sweet. And congratulations, Henny. All right. Now, P. Lola's mom comes in. We are on Margaret. Pickled Bird says, are we on? Did I sleep through everything? No, that was Margaret. Sorry. Pickled Bird says, think Carly's going to take the stand today. I don't know. Good morning, Sherry. Good morning. QB has come in to remind you guys to please make sure to put your thumbs ups in there. Do your thumbs ups and all of your other YouTubey things, like and share. Now I can show this one. This one's available for me to show. Weird. Yes, please, if you are looking for a membership to join, you're welcome to join. We have fun emojis like Bev's Bangs and the Portal Potty for Chad Daybell. And we have the eggplant, the storm for Chad Daybell. We have fun stuff. This chat has got me thrown all out of whack. Hey, Gail. Good morning, Gail. Margaret says she's only got one eye open right now. For me, I hope I'm in the right chat. You're in the right chat. But for whatever reason, StreamYard is not showing me all of the comments. And that makes me mad because I want to see all the comments. But I can't pop the comments up on the screen from YouTube. I have to do that from StreamYard, but I can't if the comments aren't there. You know what I mean? Rawr. Good morning, Patricia. Thank you again for letting me know that you cannot hear the fan. Margaret hears the snoring. Unplug it and plug it back in. All right. Ween Baby says not Ween Baby, Pilola's mom says she has silence and frozen like the North Pole. That's not good. All right. Hold on a second. I have it behind. I've got the stream pulled up. I just need to share the tab. La 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 la. Okay. All right. Here we go. Go. Here we go. Go. I'm sorry. I am out of my gourd today. I'm out of my gourd. We're behind, though, just a few minutes. But I want to get through everyone. QB says, I love that, Donnie. We're so glad you're here. If they were mean to you, let me know who I'm fighting. I got one good arm. You got bumped out? They booted you from the chat? Oh, no. Hey, good morning, Trial TV Live. Good morning. Sorry, I'm really behind in chat. I am way thrown off today. I'm like... P. Lola says, I cannot purchase memberships on my phone and my membership ends tomorrow. I apologize in advance. No worries, hon. No worries. Thank you for being here. Period. Thank you. That's enough. What? What? QB? Oh, God. What? Is something wrong? Okay, wait. Hold on. What? I'm really confused right now, QB. Uh, yeah, I know you did, and I have it up. That's the one I already had ready. QB, you're confusing me, ma'am. I had it up, and I saw you sent it, but now, who's Chris? Chris is only being Chris here? Is that you guys are just throwing me? I'm in a different universe right now. What in the world? QB says disregard. Bye. She Jenny'd me 3 times. You heard the 3 dings. You heard she said, Jenny, Jenny, Jenny. That's her Beetlejuicing me, okay? 3 times. Ding, ding, ding. And so I'm thinking, everything's on fire. Everything's on fire. Okay. Ay, ay, ay. Ween Baby says you weren't in Law and Crimes chat with the wine moms, were you? They can be mean. I just usually see a lot of trolls over there, to be honest. Sneaking in earbuds, says Pilola. Oh, thank you, QB. She put the membership link in there. I don't know. We need a pork chop. That reminds me, somebody came into the replay somebody replayed it last night, and they left a comment and said that if we don't quit talking about pork chops, if you're watching, hey girl, hey. She said if we don't quit talking about pork chops, she's going to have to unsubscribe. But she was kidding, I assume, because she said had laughy faces, and then she said she can't cook and she don't live anywhere close to anybody that can make a good pork chop. So anyway, close your other eye, Margaret. That's the poll. No exercise for you. Come back 1 year. Yes, make sure to go give our friends at Trial TV Live some love. Please and thank you. There's a minor testifying first, so be ready for silence. Okay. Donnie said I was lurking and they were mean to each other. Okay. Good morning, Miss King. Listening and driving. Well, ma'am, if you're driving, why are you texting? Do I need to mom you? Patricia, do something with your mother. Trial TV Live says QB, thanks. Chris is waving and says hello. Hello, Chris. I saw somebody say Chris, and I thought that you meant Chris from another girlfriend of ours over here named Only Being Chris. She pops in every once in a while, and that's the only Chris I know. Well, that comes over here anyway. I know a few Chris's, but Morgana. Hey, Morgana. Good morning. I'm catching up, you guys. You're not in charge of our pork chop talk. Pork chop, pork chop, pork chop. Good morning, Squeegee of Justice. Popping in to hit the like button and give you my support. Thank you very much. Very, very sweet. Love when you pop in here. Pork chop shop talk. Said Morgana. Oh my God. Say that fast. 5 times. 3 times. However many times. Pork chop shop talk. God. Oh, Patricia said, oh, Mom, you got in trouble. No driving and texting for you. Come back 1 year. Miss King. All right. I'm caught up. Finally. QB, ma'am, you completely threw me into a whole nother universe. I mean, I was in the Twilight Zone. Get in the zone. Twilight Zone. I made that up. It's AutoZone. I know, but just saying. All right, let's get started. Yeah. Get in the zone.
All right, Ms. Gregg, the state of Mississippi has has rested its case in chief. It's now time for the defense's case. It's the court's duty to make sure that you understand you have the right to remain silent. You don't have to testify. However, you also have the right to testify. It is your choice and your choice alone. Do you understand that, Ms. Gregg? Have you had discussions with your attorney about that? I don't want to know what they were, but have you been able to talk to your attorneys about that? Yes, ultimately, you can rely on their advice, but it is your choice. And you alone, it is only your choice. Don't look at your lawyer, Ms. Gregg. You and you alone will live with your decision. Do you understand that? Yes, do y'all need a few minutes to talk to her about whether or not she wishes to testify? Yes, Your Honor. All right. I'll give y'all 10 minutes. Step to the back.
So, what color is the sports team? Like the big professional sports team that's orange and blue? Because that's who I feel like he's representing today with that big orange and baby blue necktie. What is it with these men and their ties today, or the last few days? Like everybody's wearing orange ties. It is September, like QB says. Put down the pumpkin spice. Patricia says, knowing my mom, she used voice to text. Okay, that makes me feel better. However, she still has to look at her phone to push buttons and tell it to send and stuff. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. You can listen, Miss King, but I do not want to hear, or not hear, but I do not want to see a message from you in this chat until you get where you're going. Then you can chat all day, ma'am. And I'm only saying that because I love you. All right. To be fair, you were in the zone before that. I was, but you threw me even further. Is she already back? It ain't been 10 minutes yet.
Ms. Gregg, you keep looking at your lawyers, and look, you can listen to your lawyers, but I want you to hear me. You and you alone will make this decision. There are two decisions that you're required to make, whether or not you're pleading guilty and whether or not you're testifying. And at the end of this, only you will live with those decisions. Have you made a decision whether or not you wish to testify?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, and what's that decision?
I'd like to wait and see what the testimony.
No problem. You can decide at any point before your case closes. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, have a seat. All right, anything further from the state?
Wow, okay.
From the defense? All right, as soon as the jury's in, we'll get started.
Someone dug deep into the church basement. Ween Baby, I swear to God, Ween Baby has the gold comment. Like every comment that comes out of Ween Baby's mouth is pure gold. Pure gold. She has the best one-liners for everybody. She cracks me up. Okay. All right. Let's see. Margaret's getting up. And Wee Baby says, who the heck is dressing her? Right. QB said she's either dressed like a 5-year-old or an 80-year-old. There's no in between. Miami Dolphins. Okay. Broncos. Miami. He has a pork chop in there. Ay, ay, ay. P. Lola says, can today be turkey stuffing and sweet potatoes? That sounds really good. I mean, that sounds really good. Football. Spin says, I text and drive all the time. No. No. You should not do that. That is not good. That is very, very bad. But hi, Spins. Welcome to the chat. Ween Baby says, someone dug deep into that church basement for that dress. Maybe it's her grandma's. I don't know. My grandma had that jacket she's wearing. Shut up, Margaret. I just told Margaret to shut up. Oh, my God. Ay, ay, That cracks me up. P. Lola says smart. Depends on the doctor's testimony. That's what I'm thinking. And that was a smart answer. I mean, of course, you're going to want to wait, But he literally told her twice to not look at her lawyer. This is you, ma'am, not your lawyer's decision. Queen Baby's right. Spin says, ma'am, think about it. I bet she's wearing peep toe shoes. Oh my God. Yeah, and she's probably got tan pantyhose on. Oh, jeez. Like the dark tan. That is not your skin color tan. You know what I'm talking about? And it's probably rolled down to her right below her knees. Like Ma Harper. It's a setup. Patricia says, you mean your chair, right, Spins? Do we need to start over today? I'm so confused. I'm very confused. Pantyhose, pork chops, gel bloomers, grandma jackets, and more on today's Crime Cafe. The egg ones, yes, the ones you get in the eggs in the little big metal container at Walmart for 97 cents. Crack those babies open, and you're good as gold. Pantyhose, the pantyhose. And the peep toe shoes with the little peep split. And a slip. Not the slip. The slip. Oh my God. Michelle said, I still feel obligated to wear pantyhose when I go to church or to a funeral. Well, I mean, I wouldn't, I'm not going to lie. If I wore a dress that was knee length, I would probably wear pantyhose. Just because, But I could just see her being, QB. QB says, you good? Blink 3 times if you need help. Oh my God. It's StreamYard threw me for a loop to begin with. StreamYard threw me for a loop. I was mad because I didn't understand why Ween Baby's first comment was not showing up. And then I was like thinking, am I in the right place? And it threw me out of my zone. Legs. Lay eggs. Lay eggs. Legs. She got legs. She knows how to use them. Dying to know what her shoes look like now. She's probably got orange gel or yellow or orange gel shoes on. Who knows? Dying to know what her shoes look like. Ween Baby says, what if the church basement didn't have any shoes and she's wearing... I swear to God, I did not see your comment when I said that. I swear to God, I did not see your comment when I said that. I did not see that. QB said, nope, I quit pantyhose. Yeah. Well, the thing is I wouldn't want to wear... Well, and to be honest, most of the time, if I buy any sort of dress or skirt, which I don't, but if I did, it would be ankle length. Because I don't want to fight to put on pantyhose. No. I can fight to put on knee highs, but Can't remember the last time I wore pantyhose. You got thrown out of the AutoZone. Wrapped in ace bandages, right, Margaret? I know it's miserable. Why are we still sitting here talking about pantyhose and we're 30 minutes into this bad boy? Hold on, let's go. Replay crew, sorry. Fast forward till you see stuff happening on the screen. Yes, keep the nail polish in case they start to run.
Just see how many we have. Don't line them up yet, though.
His tie is giving me like.
We do have one issue for the court. Our expert witness has arrived and he's sitting in the court, and we would ask permission to allow him to sit in for the testimony.
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, we would inform the court the same, our expert, Dr. Gregg and Dr. Gregg, on that.
All experts are able to sit in the court during any portion of the testimony.
Clemson.
We got them all present. Sorry. Yeah, hold on just a second. Let Molly get back.
Maybe.
It's the only person we can't really start without.
This microphone needs to find a place to stay where I'm not bumping into it every 2 seconds. Pork chop vibes. Pork chop vibes. Alabama. Bama. P. Lola, I don't watch that. I wish I was interested in it, but I'm not. So anything to do with Donna Adelson, I really don't even pay any mind to it. Oh, QB I know has words, though. QB is like super invested into Donna Adelson right now.
That counts from both sides approach.
Y'all, this woman has very pretty hair, but I do not understand why her part starts like way down here. And it goes like sideways. It's like this. It's like, I don't understand that. I don't get it. Just take they make combs specifically for parting your hair. I mean, I have one right up there. I keep it in here, you know. Not for me. I don't really use one. I don't need to. My hair just naturally parts right there every single time. But, kiddo, I use the little teaser comb that's got the metal thing on the end, the metal stick on the end for when I'm trying to braid her hair and make it cute and stuff. Who does she look like? She has a serious, I mean, that part, man. And I feel bad for even saying it, but I had to. It was like, when I look at the part on the side of her head, it gives me nails on a chalkboard. Like, I can't stand that. Because she's a beautiful woman, and her hair is beautiful. But she got to do something with that part.
Mr. Kent.
I mean, it's way over here. It's weird.
Yes, ma'am.
Rat tail comb, that's what it's called. Yes. Yes. Spins me. I keep a lot of stuff to myself. I'm not even gonna lie. I keep a lot of stuff to myself, especially when it comes to people's appearances, because I don't want to, you know. Unless, I mean, to speak about somebody negatively. And she's, like I said, she's a beautiful woman. I mean, I wish I had her hair. She's got beautiful hair. It's just parted weird. Speaking of weird hair, right, Margaret? I'm sitting here with a sopping wet head of hair, and it needs to be cut, and it's thin and stringy and gross. That's why I throw it up on top of my head all the time. Ugh.
All right, stay ready.
But look at that, and it's not even a good part. It's like a
Defense
meow,
ready.
meow, meow,
All
meow.
right, bring him in.
No. No, 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 no. If it's because of some sort of a scar or something, then I feel bad. But if she purposefully does it that way, mm-mm. That's what I'm saying, Spence. If it was something like that, then I would
Good morning.
definitely.
Everyone followed the court's
I would
instructions
definitely feel
overnight.
bad.
Did anyone allow
That's
themselves
different.
to be,
I just mean if she did it,
to view any
if she just
media coverage of this,
does
or any
it
social
on
media
purpose.
coverage, or any news coverage of this. Anyone? See everyone shaking their head in the negative. All right, we'll begin. State having rested its case in chief, the defendant may call any witnesses if it wishes.
Your Honor, our first witness is a minor, SK.
All right, for any media out there, please, would they have a minor, please cut
Morgana. True. That's another good. I mean, yeah. You guys are checking me. Thank you. And it may very well be. If it's something that she can't help, that's one thing. But if she's literally just getting up in the morning and slapping on clothes and is like, "Here, let me part my hair this way," then no. She needs to look in the mirror before she does it. He proved yesterday he's not under Donna's spell anymore. Wendy, I know you're watching. They're coming for you. Uh-oh. That's not good. P. Lola says, yeah, I agree. QB and the judge was not having it, making Donna pay for the delay. Sheriff's Department, court clerk, I'm here for it. Wendy's inheritance is going down the drain. Coming from someone who knows. Oh, right, Morgana. Yeah. I mean, I have thin hair. And it's not easy to deal with. Like, one of my not Jolie, but the bigger kiddo, he had some sort of when he was born, he had surgery. I'll give you the actual proper term for it. It's called, when he was born, he had what they call sagittal synostosis. And what that means is the soft spot grows together too fast. And if you don't do surgery, the front of your forehead like bulges out because your brain doesn't have room to grow because the soft spot is already fused together. So he had to go in when he was like, God, what was he? 9 months old, I think. And they cut him from ear all the way over the top to the other ear. And then did basically a craniotomy. And they had to take part of that bone out. And so now he has a permanent scar that goes from here all the way around. When his hair is like grown out, you can't really see it. But when he gets a fresh haircut, yeah, you can see it big all the way across. Pilola, I don't know. I'm not sure. They're waiting for their witness, which is, I'm assuming they're talking about the doctor. I don't know if he's a psychiatrist, psychologist, therapist. I don't remember what he is, but Menopause is still in your hair, Donnie. Why does the human body have to be so difficult? Oh, that's right. They did say child witness. I forgot. He has a great brain. He does. He does have a great brain. He's so cute. Morgana said, as far as Carly's outfit, it was probably picked out by her granny, and I'm sure it's hard to find something for that age group that is appropriate for court. Just playing devil's clavicle. That's true. I'll, let me speed it up because I know that we're about 30 minutes behind. Surely that witness is already done, right? Okay. Here we go. And we're back in the saddle again. We're back. Hey, Susan. Yeah. Good morning, Susan. How does your mouth feel after the dentist? Everything good? Everything good. Can't help it. I'm still so mad at that girl after that video yesterday. I thought about that video all night last night, and I tried to make it make sense in a way that would benefit her, but I couldn't. I could not. Is this the dad again? Yep. Stepdad's back on the stand, y'all. He's back on the stand again.
Make sure you can speak so
He's
the last person in
back.
the jury box can hear you. Do you understand
All right.
that you're now under oath and your answers will be sworn answers under penalty of perjury?
Yes, I do.
Let's go.
Proceed.
Okay, hold on a minute. Morgana says, okay, I'm just going to shut up now, y'all. Sorry, I'm just a downer today. No, you're not. Stop it. No. Morgana says, you're not a downer. We need a checker. Right, that's what I said. Y'all checked me. Yes, Ween Baby. She did shoot him. She shot at him 3 times, I think, but only hit him once, and it grazed his neck. But he is in her corner. Like, he doesn't want her to be in trouble. He thinks she had like a mental break. He says that she didn't even know who he was. Like, she had such a mental break that she didn't even recognize him when he came home. Oh, you had to reschedule it, Susan. I'm sorry. That stinks. Do 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 do. This man's face just breaks my heart. He makes me so sad.
Mr. Smylie, how are you doing today?
All right, I guess.
And you testified, let me ask you this.
we've heard some testimony from you already regarding the relationship between Ashley and Carly. And you've said already that when you first met Ashley and Carly in 2019, until the time of March 19th, that both Ashley and Carly had a wonderful relationship, and you and Carly had a wonderful relationship.
Yes.
Is that true?
Yes.
Okay. And you talked with the state yesterday about getting married in Gatlinburg.
Yes, that's correct.
And who all was there for your wedding in Gatlinburg?
Just myself and Ashley and Carly, and we got married on the balcony of one of the cabins up in the mountains.
Okay. And were any photographs taken?
Yes.
Okay. And was that, how would you describe that day?
It's really good. It was one of the best memories I've ever had.
And how did Carly appear about you and Ashley getting married?
She appeared very happy with it all, and she was just her normal, wonderful self all day.
And was there an occasion after you and Ashley got married that you guys adopted some puppies?
Yes, we've got 2 golden retrievers now. They're running around playing all the time.
Okay. And can you tell the jury a little bit about how you got that second golden retriever?
We actually surprised Carly with that one. We had talked a lot about the first one and got him, and decided he needed a buddy at some point, and year and a half later. So we had got it all set up to get him and didn't tell her. And we said we had to go meet her grandparents, pick something up, and then we'd go out to eat. And we were really waiting on the lady to bring the puppies around to us, and she was pretty surprised and taken back with that one.
And on any normal, typical weekend, how would your family typically spend a weekend?
We were kind of in between my parents and Ashley's parents, so sometimes we would go to her Carly's grandparents' house, one or the other, or we'd stay home some weekends, and you know, she got to see family, or she got to hang out with the dogs. Sometimes her and her mom, more so than me, I'm not much on all the movies and stuff, but they'd sit down and watch movies they liked together. They liked running, going shopping or something here and there when they needed to.
And what, if anything, would you and Carly do together on the weekends?
Video games, some, just random stuff. I was always taking her to like karate and guitar, so she'd sit down and play guitar for us, and you know, she had a acoustic guitar and electric guitar. We had got her at Christmas one year, and just whatever, try to take it easy.
Okay. And do you recall when you and Ashley got married?
Yes.
When was that?
It was June 13th of 2020.
Okay. And do you recall about when you and Ashley surprised Carly with that puppy?
Yes.
When was that?
Ooh, I don't know the date on that one. It was, let's see, he's about to turn 2 next month, so it was right at 2 years ago, I guess.
So, would that be September 2021?
Yeah.
Okay. And do you recall whether or not you guys took any photos after
We
wedding?
did. I guess it would have been 2022. It'll be 2 in a month, so.
Oh,
Yeah.
You mean when you got the puppy?
Yeah, when we got the puppy.
Okay. And did you and Ashley have an opportunity to take any photos once you got home with the dog?
Yeah, I've got video of him meeting the other dog the first time in the backyard and everything. A lot of pictures of her holding him in the parking lot with the lady that we picked him up from.
Okay. Your Honor, may I approach?
Your Honor, same objection. Mr. Smylie, I'm handing you these 2 photographs.
do you recognize who's in that first photograph?
Yes.
Okay, who's in the first photograph?
It's Ashley, myself, and Carly.
And when was that photograph taken?
That was in June of 2020 when we got married in Gatlinburg.
Okay. And do the people in, is that photograph an accurate depiction of when it was taken?
Yes.
Okay. And with the second photograph, who's in that photograph?
That's Ashley and Carly.
Okay. And do you recall when that photograph was taken?
That same day before we got married.
Okay. And is that an accurate depiction
Yes.
of what you observed that day?
Yes.
That's photographed there.
Mm-hmm. It is.
Your Honor, I would ask that these two photographs be admitted into evidence.
Same objection.
Same objection.
The objection to remoteness will be sustained in part and overruled in part. Court will sustain the objection to remoteness to this photograph, have it marked D2 for identification purposes only. Court will overrule the objection as to this photograph. As to remoteness, it'll be marked S3 all purposes. I mean D3 all purposes.
And may I publish that to the jury, Your Honor?
Hand it to the bailiff.
Mr. Smylie, I'm going to hand you two more photographs here. And can you describe for me who's in that photograph?
It's Ashley and Carly and our second puppy, Finn.
And who took that photograph?
I did.
And about when was that photograph taken?
I would say maybe a year and a half ago.
Can you give me a month, year?
Not sure without looking it back up, but I would say maybe near the end of 2022.
End of 2022. And who's in that photograph there?
That's myself and Carly with our first dog, Wyatt.
Okay, and can you give me a month and year for when that photograph was taken?
I don't know a month on that one, but it was maybe just over 2 years ago.
Can you give me the year?
I'd say sometime in 2022.
Okay, and who took this photograph?
Ashley.
And is that a true and accurate depiction, as you
Yes.
recall it, that time?
Yes,
And who took the first photograph?
I did.
Okay, and is that a true and accurate depiction of what
Yes.
you photographed at that time?
Yes, it is.
Your Honor, I would ask that these two photographs be admitted into evidence.
Same objection as to relevance and remoteness.
Yes, sir.
We'll overrule the objection as to remoteness. They'll be enter his defense next in number.
Your Honor, I would ask that these two photographs be published to the jury.
If you would handle the bailiff.
And Heath, I have one last photograph for you here. Can you tell me who's in that photograph?
That's Ashley and Carly.
And who took that photograph?
And I did.
And can you tell me about when that photograph was taken?
That one was taken in June of 2020 when we got married. Give or take a day or two. I forgot what day we went on a hike up there.
Okay. And is that a true and accurate depiction of what you observed at the time you took that photo?
Yes, it is.
Heath, I'm going to get you to help me pass that to Judge Arthur. Judge Arthur, we would ask that that photograph be admitted into evidence.
Same objection?
Same objection.
It'll be sustained as to remoteness and cumulative. Mark it D next to number for identification purposes only.
Your Honor, we would tend to the witness.
Cross-examination.
May I approach the witness?
Yes, ma'am.
Heath, I've handed you two exhibits, Exhibit S7 and D3. Is it your testimony that this picture, what year was Exhibit 7 taken?
That was just under a year ago.
And I believe yesterday you testified that that was an accurate description of the way Ashley looked in physical appearance the last day you saw her live.
Yes, I guess that's reasonable.
And in fact, the picture that you just talked about from 2020 actually kind of looks about the same, doesn't she?
It does.
You agree with me that we won't ever get to see Ashley after March 19th, 2024, get a day older, will we?
Correct.
And that's because of Carly's actions?
Yes.
This picture of Carly from 2020, would you look at her? You identified her yesterday at the defense table. Does that look like the same girl to you?
Yes.
She doesn't look any older as she sits at that table 4 years later?
Not really.
May I publish that to the jury again, Judge?
Yes, hand it to the bailiff.
May I proceed, Your Honor?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Smylie, isn't it true that yesterday you testified that Carly Gregg is the person who shot you? I think we talked about that the injury was about 6 inches from your head.
Yes.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Redirect examination.
Just briefly, Your Honor.
Heath,
Yes.
do you feel any differently about Carly now than you did when those photographs were
Objection, Your
taken?
Honor. Improper redirect.
Sustained.
Heath, on cross-examination, Catherine asked you if Carly appeared to be the same in those photographs that you were looking at as she does right now. Does she?
She does to me. I mean, I've aged a little bit over time. I think everybody does.
Okay. Is there any other way in which you feel Carly has changed dramatically from how she appeared in those photographs and how she appears today?
Not really. I mean, her hair's different, obviously, but it was fixed up that day for a wedding.
Okay, thank you. I tender the witness, Your Honor.
May this witness be finally released by the defense,
Oh, yes, Your Honor.
by the state.
No, sir, Your Honor.
All right, you're still under subpoena, you're still not to discuss your testimony, and I'm sorry you'll have to wait outside the courtroom, okay?
Wow, they're not even willing to let him go yet.
Defense may call its next witness.
Your Honor, we call Deputy Stack, and if we can have just a few minutes, we can set.
All right, Mr. Levingston, go on ahead and set up the monitor and call. Yeah. Did you mean Shaq?
Jack.
Shaq, okay.
He called him the same thing yesterday. He had to correct him yesterday, too. Good grief. Yeah, P. Lola, I guess you're right. The rebuttal witness, that sounds accurate. He is completely just broken.
Justice Sophie talk to the microphone, speak loud enough that that last lady on the road can hear you, okay? You don't have to talk directly into the mic.
Yes, Your Honor.
While they're hooking that up, do you understand that you're now under oath and your answers will be sworn answers under penalty of perjury?
Yes, Your Honor.
May it please court.
Yes.
Would you please state your name for the record?
Tony Shack,
And Tony, where do you work at currently?
Rankin County Sheriff's Department.
And what do you do for Rankin County?
I do interdiction, criminal interdiction.
And I want you to go back to, I think it's the 19th of March of this year. You participated in a case concerning CARLY. Do you remember that?
I do.
What was your participation in that?
So I drove out there to assist. I came from the interstate. Whenever the call came out, I didn't know the full details of it, but I knew what we were doing. I came out there to assist look for her. When I came to look for her, I came on Farmington Boulevard out there. I think it was around 5 o'clock traffic, 5:30. I can't remember the exact time. When I was coming down Farmington Boulevard, there was traffic in front of me, traffic behind me, because it's a big neighborhood. I looked to my right. I saw her standing there, a female. That's what I knew we were looking for. I immediately put the car in park. I hopped out. I said, "Are you involved in this incident that happened in this neighborhood?" She goes, "Yes, sir, I am. Is my stepdad okay?" And I said, "I can't talk to you about that." I put her in handcuffs, put her in my car, and we began to go to the scene.
Yes, and so you were informed to take her back to the scene. Is that correct?
I was informed different things on the way to the scene. Yes, I was informed to take her to the scene. I was informed to take her to the office. I was informed to take her to the scene. So I kind of did a merry-go-round in Farmington for a minute around a median. Finally, I did go to the scene. Yes.
And so finally, evidently, you were told to bring her to the
Yes,
scene.
that's correct.
Okay. And so then once you got her to the scene, I know you had some conversations with different officers and everything.
I did.
Okay, and you've seen your video from that night?
Yes.
Or from that day, and you
Yes.
remember it?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, yeah. I mean, not just dead specific, but yes, I remember.
Okay. At some time, you turn your body cam off. Do you
I
remember?
muted it.
You
Yes.
muted it.
That's correct.
Okay. And you muted it because you didn't want what was being talked about heard, correct?
Right, about a personnel issue. Yeah, I didn't want to just start talking about an issue there it was about having to go back and forth coming around to the scene.
Okay. You're in the, let me just understand correct.
Okay.
Okay. You have a policy and procedure with the Rankin County Sheriff Department.
That's correct.
And it says you're not supposed to mute it and you're not supposed to turn it off, correct?
That's correct.
And you're in the middle of an investigation.
That's correct.
And you're the person that has custody and control of the suspect at this point.
Objection, Your Honor. Leading.
Sustained as to leading.
Who had custody and control when you turned your body cam off?
She was in my vehicle, but she had other investigators that were then assisting.
Okay.
Yeah, I was out of the car. She was just still in there.
And I think, is there any time that you can ever turn or mute when you're on, I guess, still performing your duty on a case?
Well, during this particular situation, I was talking about something that was not involved in the case. I was talking about a personnel issue, so that's why I did it.
Okay, so you intentionally violated your policy.
Objection, Your Honor.
On what basis?
Leading.
Sustained as to leading.
What is the policy on the Rankin County Sheriff's Department's use of body cams?
Yeah, I mean, the policy is that you're to, whenever you are actively communicating with the public or with the suspect or what have you, that you remain with the body camera on.
Would you want to review it just to make sure you understand? Is it, because I'm confused, is it just when you're communicating, or are you supposed to have it on all the time while the case is going?
Well, you're supposed to carry it on all times while the case is going on, but at the time I was talking about something different, so yeah, I muted it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't have been exculpatory evidence or something like that that's the reason why you muted?
No.
Okay. Now, she talked to you, I think, at some point about asking to see her mother. Is that correct?
Asking to see her mother?
Yes, she asked to see her mother.
I don't recall that.
Okay. Didn't you have a report and you put in your report?
I don't recall that. I don't
you didn't
recall
know,
saying.
and you didn't know what to tell her exactly?
Yeah, it wasn't I didn't know the details of the case to tell her anything.
And so, but she was asking at that point, okay, she was asking to see her mother, correct?
No, she never asked about her much. She only asked about how her stepdad was.
And so there was never any time where she asked about her mother.
I don't recall that.
Okay. May I beg the court's indulgence?
Yes.
Your Honor, at this time we would ask that we be allowed to publish his or play the video, his body cam video. Yes, Your Honor, we have a copy of the video of this officer that we would ask to enter into evidence at this time.
Your Honor, may we pray?
Yes. Yes.
Hi, Sheba. Sheba says, stop, go back and slow down the speed of the stepdad getting off the stand. He looks like he's sending hand signals when he looks at Carly as he walks by. Okay. Let me scroll back and look.
Up that day for a wedding.
Okay, thank you. I tender the witness, Your Honor.
May this witness be finally released by the defense.
I'll play it at regular speed and then slow it down if we need to.
You're still under subpoena. You're still not to discuss your testimony, and I'm sorry you'll have to wait outside the court. Okay? Defense may call its next witness.
Your Honor, we call Deputy Stack, and if we can have just a few minutes, we can set.
All right, Mr. Livingston, go on ahead and set up the monitor call.
I didn't really notice anything.
Your Honor, we call Deputy Stack, and
Maybe there, but
Defense may call its next witness.
Your Honor, we call Deputy Stack, and if we can have just a few minutes, we can set.
All right, Mr. Livingston, go on ahead and set up the monitor call. Mr. Livingston, go on ahead.
let me rewind it and slow it down real quick too.
Defense may call its next witness.
Your Honor, we call Deputy Stack, and if we can have just a few minutes, we can set.
All right, Mr. Levings.
He looks at the camera as soon as he heads out the door. I noticed that.
Monitor call.
Right here. He looks up.
Yeah.
I didn't really
you mean
notice anything I
shack?
would have considered hand signals,
Shack.
though.
Okay.
And at the angle he was at, would she have even been able to have seen what he was doing with his left hand, the free hand that wasn't holding the bottle? You know what I mean? I don't know. Thoughts? Thoughts? Susan said, "This is what I'm talking about, Sheba." And then Sheba says, then the first thing she says to this guy is my stepdad okay? Something is weird about this to me between the stepdad and CARLY. Very, very interesting. I think she sent the text to the stepdad to let him know that the mom was taken care of and he can come home now. I don't know. Make your video speed 0.25 and watch him walk by. He has 3 on the water bottle and his hand comes off to make a 2. Ooh, I love conspiracy theories. Sometimes. Hold on, let me... Okay. Start it right there. Let me go down to 0.25. Okay, I'm going to have to mute it because I can't handle the low speed audio. P. Lola says my brain just now went. So he's holding it with 3 fingers, 1 finger behind. Michelle says, please, no. I don't know. Kind of weirds me out that he looks up at the camera like this right here. That was kind of weird, but I don't know. Like, why would she have... So my question... Hold on a minute. So my question then is, why is... Oh, hold on. Let me shut so you don't see all my mess back there in the back. Why would she shoot him if... You know what I mean? If they had planned it, why would she have shot him? Yeah, the camera look was definitely creepy. Yeah. I think it's just because the camera was in his face when he's heading out the door and he just looks up at it, but P. Lola says, but she didn't hit him and they were so close in space together. to make it look like she wanted them both dead. You guys are making my head go crazy. So she texted him as if to say, it's over, like... Sheba, it's on 0.25. That's what I just played it at a couple seconds ago. It was at 0.25. Wow. See, look. I had it set at 0.25 right there when we watched him one more time. I'm going to go ahead and put it back to normal speed and then kick it back up to where we were at a while ago, which was about right here, and resume where we last started, or where we were last at. But I want to keep that little nugget in my back pocket. I'll get fly traps one of these days, you guys. This gnat. It's the same gnat. It's turned into my pet. Oh, God. Well, but what they're saying is, QB, the message saying, hey, honey, what time are you coming home? Would have been the, hey, it's done. You know? Is Ween Baby, or not Ween Baby, is Sheba live? I don't know if she's live or if she's behind. Gobbles all the volume. Could a not right 14-year-old plan something so well? I don't know. Yeah, we did the 0.25. We did the 0.25, Sheba. All right, let's go.
Yes, we requested an recess.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I'm going to go ahead and ask y'all to step out for about 10, 15 minutes. Everyone remain seated while the jury exits.
That's a good point, Sheba, about the stepdad. She did. She asked if he was okay. But it was kind of making me think, she's like, I know that I shot my stepdad. Is he okay? I feel bad. I shouldn't have done that. You know?
Officer Shack, we're in recess. You're not to discuss your testimony with anybody. If you need to use the restroom, let one of the bailiffs know. They'll take you out. All right. What's before the court is a request to move a body cam video into evidence. Is that correct? The state's only objection is you haven't seen the physical media that's being introduced into evidence. Is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
There's no other, if it is in fact the body cam of Tony Shack, you have no other objections. Is that correct?
That's correct.
All right, get the body cam. I'm going to instruct the defense. You got a few minutes to get the body cam video onto
I don't know,
physical
QB. They do
media that
things
can be
backwards
entered
there.
into evidence. The problem with the thumb drive is, unless you have a clean computer that you're going to provide at your cost to the state, it's got to be able to play on that thing right there. That's all we have for the jury to take back. So y'all take 10 minutes. We'll be in recess.
I need a robbery case or something less traumatic, right? I know. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Let me fast forward. All right. Okay. And they're back. Coke Zero. That was an intentional lifting of those fingers. Oh, on the bottle. I don't know. I'm kind of. Was it like his what? Because I did notice he kept like his pinky and ring finger back, or like his pinky back. Hold the way he held that bottle, and then.
All right, I spoke briefly with counsel off the record. I want to get this on the record, though. As I understand it, body cam videos are typically produced in a.
And then whenever he went to open that little wooden swinging gate door thing to go out into the gallery area, he grabbed it the same way he was holding the bottle with his pinky back. So I don't know if he's got like, I don't know, a problem with that finger. Look at Carly's hair. The one psychologist said the haircut is intentional to make her look innocent. I don't know, though, because it's the same hairstyle she had before it happened. High test full sugar Pepsi number 3. What in the world is that, Michelle? Okay.
Proprietary format so that, frankly, nobody can change them in any manner. That's the purpose of the proprietary format. I understand that the defendant does not have a copy of the video to put into evidence, correct?
That is correct.
So you have asked the state to have their person go. The only way to do this is to screenshot the
That's
actual
weird,
video
Sheba.
with
Very
a
weird.
particular piece of software, and it is quite a lengthy process. So what I told the defense is
Emo hair.
the
Texting
state
and
has
driving.
agreed to
My
do
chair.
that, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. I don't want to waste the jury's time. So what I've proposed is that the defense excuse this witness.
Wait a minute. I just got something. The texting and driving. Spins. I'm doing that. Spins. Is that what you meant earlier when I was jumping on Miss King for driving and talking to us? Real Pepsi. Okay. Okay. Now I get it, Spins. Ma'am, you are fired. I'm kidding. Finally. I mean, I thought you meant you texted when you drove. I mean, I didn't know you meant your chair, ma'am. But yeah, that makes sense too. Sheba says, I need the dum soundbite when I text in the chat. You came in hot, Sheba, with some pretty big is it conspiracies? Theories? I don't know. But I like the spin on it. I mean, it's something to think about. I don't know if I'm buying the hand gesture thing, though, because I kind of wonder if he just wasn't, like, holding the Pepsi and he was feeling kind of awkward and nervous and he just kind of, like, threw his fingers out to be, like, hi, like, waving at her because he didn't want to get in trouble for actually waving at her. You know? I don't know. But, something's not sitting right with me. I get it. I mean, and you could very well have hit the nail on the head. I don't know. But I need more. Like, there's got to be proof, right? There's got to be proof that something was going on. I mean, yeah, they could have, and would have talked privately. So there may not be text messages or anything between them, but I don't know. Sheep has got us all looking at this in a different way now. She's definitely devious, that's for sure. Yesterday's video proved that to us. All right.
Witness subject to recall. Is there any objection to that procedure by the defense? By the state?
No, sir.
All right, Deputy Shack, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to excuse you, but you're still under oath. You're not to talk about this with anybody.
Yes, sir.
The DA's office will be allowed to show you the video that has been copied and your original video so you can compare them for authentication purposes, okay? But otherwise, there should be no discussion about the case.
Yes, sir.
Any objections by the defense?
No, Your Honor.
By the state?
No, sir.
All right, I'm gonna bring the jury in. The defense will excuse Deputy Shack, subject to recall, and then we'll call the next witness, okay? Bring him in. Does the defense have an announcement as to this witness?
Yes, Your Honor. At this time, we would excuse our witness subject to recall.
All right. Deputy Shack, you're going to be excused, subject to recall. That means you will be called back most likely.
Yes, sir.
You're not to discuss this testimony with anyone at this time.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize I was still muted. Yeah, we got to get caught up. Yeah, he said, I heard him say that about the first thing she said was, is my stepdad okay? Yeah.
Go have a seat. The record will reflect we're outside the presence of the jury. At
Diet
the
Coke.
bench, we had a discussion about some medical records.
Diet Coke.
And we'll say this for both sides. I'm not taking another break. If you want something in evidence, you better have a complete copy of it. Go on ahead and show it to the other side. These people are getting paid $25 a day, and they are away from their jobs. They didn't ask for this job, and they didn't want this job. I forced them into it. I'm tired of wasting their time. You have 20 minutes.
Oh my jeez, he's peed. Big peed off. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oof. 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 I love a feisty judge. I love a feisty judge. Did you see that? I don't even know what he was jumping on them about the evidence or whatever. So what is it? QB, ma'am, you're the only one that pays attention. What is it that they have not given him yet? Is it the stuff about the doctor, his report? They don't have it, or what is he jumping on them for? I got to watch that again. You want to watch something again? I got to watch that again. I want to hear this. Hold on. Conversatione. Not that part. The afterwards part.
Does the defense have an announcement as to this witness?
Yes, Your Honor. At this time, we would excuse our witness subject to recall.
All right. Deputy Shack, you're going to be excused, subject to recall. That means you will be called back most likely.
Yes, sir.
You're not to discuss this testimony with anyone at this time. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Stand down. Please exit the courtroom.
The medical records.
While he's exiting the courtroom, the defense may call its next witness.
Your Honor, the defense will call Dr. Andrew Clark.
Dr. Andrew Clark.
Your Honor, do we agree?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so they know that they're going to approach. She calls him.
Yes, ma'am.
Morgana says they were having trouble, blah, 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 blah. They were having problems with that in pre-trial, and he wasn't happy. I must have missed that part of the pre-trial. So the doctor said that he needed a subpoena for those medical records yesterday. And he said he would sign it as soon as they gave him whatever he needed to, write up whatever he needed so that he could sign it.
I need y'all to step out one more time. Y'all go sit. Go sit.
He said, go sit down. Go sit down. Go sit down. They're getting ready to get yelled at big time. Big time, toot sweet.
Go have a seat. The record will reflect we're outside the presence of the jury. At the bench, we had a discussion about some medical records. And we'll say this for both sides. I'm not taking another break. If you want something in evidence, you better have a complete copy of it. Go on ahead and show it to the other side. These people are getting paid $25 a day, and they are away from their jobs. They didn't ask for this job, and they didn't want this job. I forced them into it. I'm tired of wasting their time. You have 20 minutes.
Jeez. I'm going to go put myself in the corner. I'm going to go set myself in the corner because I feel like I'm in trouble and I didn't even do nothing. I didn't do nothing, Judge. I like him, though. I like him a lot. I like him a lot. I love this Trial TV Live. You got this cute thing going on here with this lady Justice here. I like her. She's very cool. I like her a lot. All right. See, watch her. She just whoop and then brings it back down. And then raises it back up and then brings it back down. I like her. I like judges like him too. Yeah, they know how to run their courtroom and they don't fool around. They get in there and they get the job done. Now, yesterday, he, went a little sideways with making that decision about this doctor's testimony. And I think we all feel like he made the right decision. Spin says, I'm going to go in the corner, make sure I don't get my laundry vag stuck. Ween baby, it was an autocorrect. She meant to type laundry bag the other day somewhere, but she instead autocorrect tricked her and typed laundry vag. And I was like, oh, okay. 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 Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, go give them a like over there at Trial TV. Tell them we sent you. He's had enough of their shenanigans, right? Yep. Everybody's like, what in the world? Yeah, so now she has to type it that way. Ay. Donnie said this goes way back to pretrial. The defense has been fumbling with discovery. The medical doctor, timely discovery. They are wanting to put the body cam in, but they don't have a copy. They want to use the state's copy. Okay. Oh, God, Ween baby. No, Ween baby, no. Just no. Morgana, that's cute. Gonna go in the corner and suck my thumb. Oh, by the way, give Jenny a big thumbs up. Judge is correct. These lawyers should have their stuff together. They should. I mean, now. She can't type it any other way forever. Spin says now she just purposely puts the wrong word. Oh, there's Mickey Joe. She said me just popping in to say hi and see Spence having vag problems. Oh, Mickey Jor. Hi, everyone. I'm busy, but saying hey. Mickey's lurking and she hears the word vag and that brings her out of the lurk into the chat. Michelle says, I missed it and I'm nervous enough about stepdad already today. Well, Sheba definitely came in and dropped a bomb and then left. Where are you, Sheba? Where are you, Sheba? Are they doing this on purpose? Ineffective counsel? I mean, that's one way to play chess, not checkers, right? No question's a stupid question. Morgana says you better get that checked out. Mickey's laughing at you. Oh, Sheba's here. She says, here, I'm in Florida. Sheba just comes in and like, All right, let's see where they're at. And we're live. We're live. So we're still waiting. We're waiting for a girl like you to come into my life. I've been waiting for something new. Thinking about seeing Sarah Boone if she will see me. Oh, Sheba, you mean going to see her? In the jail? Ma'am? What? Okay. Nicole, hey, Nicole. Thought I would stop in to say hi as I'm waiting for my son to get out of surgery. Oh, no. What's he having surgery for? I mean, that's might be too personal. You don't have to say if it's something, scary. Morgana says, be careful and don't roll over your vag. That might leave a mark. Are you close to where she's being kept? Sheba? Ooh, a pilar cyst. Okay, I watched Dr. Pimple Popper. Can you tell? Hold on, I have to cough real quick. Oh no, in the most uncomfortable spot. Yikes. And take a road trip to see her and Lori Shaver as well. Oh my God. I love Dr. Pimple Popper. I do. Michelle said slap Lori Shaver, LOL. Slap her. Michelle says, don't make me leave chat. No, ma'am, no ham, no turkey. I do. I love it. Love, 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 love. I love most of those weird shows. Lori Shaver is the one ween baby that was just found guilty of killing her husband and buried him under the fire pit. And they didn't find him till like 3 or 4 years later. Yeah. I like the Foot Doctor show too, Morgana, but it does sometimes weird me out a little bit. The only ones I can't watch are like surgical procedures on eyeballs. Can't do that. Can't do it. Any others kind of surgery or stuff like that, I like to watch. Yep. Spence is like, ooh, feet, no. Yes, and Lori Shaver, ween baby, blamed her 7-year-old daughter for it. Actually, the 7-year-old daughter, did I say 4-year-old? I meant to, if I said 4-year-old daughter, I meant 7-year-old daughter. But she also, admitted to it. The child did. But no. She was only doing it to get her mom off the hook. The one Foot Doctor is a hottie, Morgana. You're right. He is. That one is super cute. Super cute. He's super cute. Ween Baby says, remember the show Operation on TLC when it was still a learning channel? Yes. Brandy was there. Brandy was Brandy Churchwell, the 13th juror. She was at the Lori Shaver trial. Yes, Pilo, I remember that mom too, with a 2-year-old. You can watch stuff like that in person, Michelle, but not on TV? What? See, I think it would be the other way around for me. I can watch it on TV. I just can't watch it. Well, I mean, I guess I could in real life. Maybe. I don't know, but I don't know. Ween Baby said he can rip out my toenails any day. You're nasty. You're nasty. Oh, a trauma surgeon. Bizarre ER. Yeah, I watch those. A lot of those weird, like, ER shows. I can't remember what that one was called. It wasn't called Bizarre ER. It was called something else, but it was always really weird. True stories in the ER, but I saw the camera move. I hope that they have it together. Oh my God, Michelle. She said, I saw a toe fall off in clinic on a diabetic patient. No. Oh my God. Did you gag? I would have gagged. Brandy did an interview with Lori Shaver's ex-sister-in-law. Don't know when she is airing it. Yeah, I saw she was traveling somewhere to go do some interviews with some people concerning that case. Sheba said, I was a CCRN for years. It's crazy fun being a trauma nurse. I can't imagine the stories. Like, the stories are wild. I'd see something funky come in and I'd be like, ah, and pass slick out. Oh, wow, Donnie. I don't know that that's the show. I don't think that's the show. I know. P. Lola's mom is like, wait, what? She's talking about a show, you guys. She's not saying that brought her to the ER. She's asking if I'm assuming, or are you did it, Donnie? I'm confused now. Donnie spilling secrets over here? Wow. That's funny. Good morning, Melinda. It's almost noontime, right, though? Goodness. Donnie, I knew. I know. I have to admit, though, when I first saw that, I was like, ugh. But then I realized what you were talking about. It's a show, yeah. But that wasn't the show I was thinking of. It's a very long 15-minute break, right? Oof. Pause the trial. Donnie has a story to tell, said Michelle. Oh, you guys crack me up. Patricia said, I impaled my arm on a chain link fence when I was 3. Ugh. My mom had to lift me off the fence because I was dangling by my arm. Oh. That sounds terrifying and painful. Lord have mercy. Morning for you because you stayed up all night diamond painting. I bet, Miss King. I can't imagine. Oh my God. Oh, P. Lola's mom, diamond paintings everywhere. Yeah. Henny, our very own Henny here in the chat, she's international. And she diamond paint. There's so many people that diamond paint everywhere. And actually, I got a few friends that live in Jersey that diamond paint. Oh, Michelle tripped over a chainsaw. Oof. Oh, Miss King. God love. Yeah, Henny's from the Netherlands. Yes, Gail. Yeah. Well, there's 2 Chris's that diamond paint. No, P. Lola. No. Not those. It's another Chris that we know. My mom got hung on the gate. Yeah, P. Lola's mom she's not talking about Chris and Aaron. She's talking about another gal that we know named Chris who lives in Jersey. Runs away from diamond painting to canned food. Stop it, Michelle. You got blood all over your favorite dress, Patricia? No. Sheba said that her brother did the same thing. I got a huge scar. Ugh. Donnie says, I do have a story. I was pinned to a tree by what? Okay, Donnie, I'm very intrigued. I'm very intrigued. I do have a story. I was pinned to a tree by a headless turkey when I was 5. I'm so confused. How were you pinned to the tree by a headless turkey if it was headless? Wait. Morgana's mom got hung on the gate by her coat and couldn't get off. She was like a scarecrow. So Patricia's story made me remember that. It's a scarecrow. Hold on. I'm trying to get back down here. Patricia was my hubby, and he just let her hang there for a minute so he could give her a hard time. That sounds about right, too. Lord. I don't understand. But how did it pin her to a tree? Margaret says yes. But have any of you ever been stuck under the fridge? Oh my God. If you haven't ever been stuck under a fridge, this is what it looks like. That's what it looks like to be stuck under the fridge. Margaret would know. Margaret was stuck under the fridge one time. She'd lost her green, blue Tommy Tippy, and it had magically appeared under the refrigerator, and she was going under the refrigerator to get it. And then all of a sudden her husband shows up, and he's just standing there looking at her like, what are you doing, while he's eating a sandwich. And meanwhile, she has her favorite true crime person, Ashley Benefield, up there on her refrigerator with the eyeballs. So, you know. We have a judge. He's back.
I left the courtroom at 10:06, gave y'all 20 minutes. It's actually now 10:44. Do you have copies of the medical records that you need at this time, Mr. Camp?
Yes, Your Honor.
Has the state had an opportunity to view the medical records in their entirety?
The medical records, yes, Your Honor.
All right.
And there's one set of records from the school district as well.
All right. Are the parties agreeing by stipulation to the admissibility of the records?
Of the medical records and the school records, yes, sir.
All right. Are there any more exhibits that may be needed by either side during this witness that we don't have by the state?
Your Honor, I believe that they're going to talk about journal entries and sketchbooks, and they did not have a copy of those, so that's what I was trying to make copies of upstairs.
Okay. Which journal entries? Are you objecting to the use of journal entries?
No, sir. Well, we do have a copy of the journal.
Right. Did you ever turn it over to the state?
The state actually turned it over to us.
Okay. So are we ready to go by the state?
Yes, sir.
That's the only thing that he's relying on.
By the defense?
Well, I think there was a page of the sketchbook, and I think that's what Catherine's putting on now.
Yeah, so I told her that we would not agree to stipulate to just certain pages. If it was coming in, it was all coming in, and so we were trying to print the documents upstairs.
Do we have the documents?
Yes.
Okay. Is there another witness that we can take up at this time, rather than leaving the jury out while everybody gets their paperwork together?
Your Honor, Mr. Livingston, just for the court's, I'm not obviously calling anybody, but for the court's knowledge, Mr. Livingston just messaged me a couple minutes ago, said that he's almost finished allowing Deputy Shack to review the body cam footage. So I think Deputy Shack should be ready to be recalled.
That's still a few minutes away. Deputy Shack has to watch the body cam video. Does the defense have another witness it can call while the paperwork is being gathered?
No, Your Honor.
You have no other witnesses other than Dr. Andrew Clark.
Dr. Andrew Clark and Deputy Shack, Your Honor.
That's all you have left.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. The state is correct insofar as there are portions, if there is a journal, the state is invoking the rule of completeness. So I can't put the doctor on the witness stand until I have a complete set of what's going into evidence. How much longer will it take? I take it the state printed out the medical records for the defense.
Sure, they had some, we printed out the rest of them. We have a complete copy now to introduce.
Can we at least try to do the medical records and hold do you have any idea how long it'll take for all the journals to be printed? Does the defense have all the journals?
His mind.
The defense has a complete copy of a journal. It's just a sketchbook.
Do you have a complete copy of the sketchbook?
No, Your Honor.
Oh my God.
Deputy Shack is on his way down now. He has reviewed the video. They can call him if they wish to. That's Mr. Livingston.
And Judge, for the record, I did leave, one of the ladies in my office has agreed to keep printing those, and they're gonna bring down a copy, 2 copies.
Michelle.
Give the defense the disc. Y'all get over here and make sure the TV works before I bring the jury back in and have to send them back out.
Oh my God, he is so mad. He is so mad. Mm-hmm. He's going to take his belt off in a minute.
I tell you what, while the jury's out, if you have any exhibits that you intend on showing with Dr. Clark, go ahead and give them to the state so they can be looking through those. You have the ones that you actually want to offer into evidence, correct?
Yes, sir, there and, with that, the journal. And we agreed to stipulate both doctors' CVs.
Wow. He's so angry. I bet he's wishing he had a pork chop right now. She got super pumped that she just got a Diet Coke. She asked her, she said, "Is this yours?" And she says, "No, you can have it." And she's like, "Oh, thank you." Watch. Oh. Watch her. Oh, thank you. Donnie says, "Can we go back to my turkey story?" I read that in the chat a minute ago. You said that your neighbor, the neighbors had turkeys and they cut the head off one and it pinned you up to a tree.
Your Honor, would you like for me to investigator get Mr. Shack in?
Hold Mr. Shack outside the courtroom for just a moment. If you would, if an investigator can get him posted up, though, that would be helpful. Just post him up outside the door.
Post him up outside the door. I don't either, Miss King. I mean, it's a trial. What are they? I don't know.
All right, Mr. Livingston, if you wouldn't mind, take the exhibit, put it in there, and let's just make sure it plays before we bring in the jury.
I mean, I know that this happened, what, in March? So they went to trial pretty quick, but they've still had plenty of time to get this stuff together. It's not like they had to do a lot of investigating to, you know. He's not a happy camper, that's for sure.
Is the state satisfied with the exhibit?
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
Is the defense satisfied with the exhibit?
We are now.
All right, pause it, take it out. But leave the equipment up, please.
Wayne Baby said, "My mom said the judges here would tell you to leave and reschedule when you have your stuff together, right?"
Do you wish to recall Tony Shack at this time?
I do, Your Honor.
All right.
But the thing is he don't want to waste the jurors' time. They're already there. Yeeted that zombie turkey across the universe. Yeah, he's literally trying not to lose his mind. I mean, he wants to flip his whole wig. He needs Huey and Louie to come help. I do too, Margaret. It's
Well, the jury's
very
out for the
refreshing.
attorneys. There's a judgment debtor exam going on in Judge Morrow's courtroom, so that's closed, okay? All right, bring him in.
Bring them on. Bring the jury. Bring the jury. flop around the yard. Melinda, ugh. Bring the jury.
All right, you may call your next witness.
Yes, Your Honor, we would recall Tony Shack.
All right, Tony Shack, please.
He does, Michelle, I know. He's tired of fooling with these people. Donnie. I think it's pretty cute.
You swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Absolutely. Yes, Your Honor. You understand that you're still under oath, your answers are sworn answers under penalty of perjury?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. I allowed you to step down for a minute to discuss your testimony with anyone.
No, Your Honor.
All right, you may proceed.
Sorry for the yawn.
Tony, I think you went upstairs and reviewed the video, and we made a copy of the video. Is that correct?
Yes.
And so, may I approach the witness? This is the video that you...
That's correct.
Okay. Your Honor, at this time, we would ask that this be admitted as defense exhibit, I think it's 4.
7.
7, I'm sorry.
Any objection as to D7 all purposes by the state?
No, sir. Your Honor.
All right, if you would please bring it up and let's mark it D7. If you bring it to the court reporter, we admit D7 all purposes.
Your Honor, we would like to publish this to the jury at this time.
Yes, sir. Mr. Levingston, would you assist him?
Somebody come smack me in the head so I'll quit yawning. I can have coffee with cream in 4 minutes. Yay! Oh, Sheba, that's horrible. You're like, why did I have to eat it last night? I want it right now. I love pizza. I'm sorry, Michelle. I love salad, though. Salad's one of my favorite things. You can't tell by looking at me, though, right? It's also because tacos and pizza and donuts and Debbie cakes are also my favorite things.
Where's that? Okay.
QB.
Up here, take a right. Huh? 24.
Stop sign. Turn right onto Ashton Way. Then the destination is on your right. You just leave north of the sun.
It'll say he's got a canine with him. God, that's loud.
Killing out. So show me how this thing what's this thing with?
The destination is on your right. 214 Ashton Way.
Where do I need to pull out?
Ween baby, I've had a box this week.
Well, that's because they got me going around the merry-go-round. Okay. She was coming out of the area here on Farmington Boulevard.
We just drove to that.
She's back here. She's soaking wet. Did you jump in the water? Good. How are you?
Miss King, yeah, that dog is ready to go.
Got a big mess going on. Hold on one second.
Aw, Susan, I'm sorry. Ween baby, I went through a box of the pumpkin delights in a few days. 3 days, I think. But they're so good.
Hey, don't open that door. Oh, I thought you wait, let me get everything else. They're telling me take her to investigations and back here, investigation, back here.
Wait, Tyler wanted to make sure we talk to the judge first to see where she gonna go. JDC or here for her. I mean, to our hood.
Y'all ain't never done one? Okay. No, they're labeled. Yeah, open up the one right there. It should have all of them labeled right there. You're going to have to go the other way. Yeah, you're going to have to go the other way. I'm going to pull right there. Pull right there. Let me back up. Pull right there.
That dog wants a Scooby snack. That dog is ready to roll. That dog is like, let me out, let me do my thing. Dog, yeah. Yeah, Henny, it is. That dog is like, let's go.
All right, so get these. So look, come here. All right, so that's gonna be for your that's gonna be right hand. All right, left hand. All right, so turn them. Look, I'm gonna show you right there. All right, you're gonna do on the right hand. You're gonna do the palm. Okay, I'm just showing you, and the back of the hand. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. Then whenever you get through, you're gonna turn it in. All right. All right. You're gonna open it, turn it back in. All right. When you turn it back in, then when you get ready to do this, and it's right there. Close this and put that over it. Okay.
What are they doing? What has he got?
Back him back. Okay. All right. Yeah. Let me get it. I got a cuff on her. I got her handcuffed. All right, sweetie. Look. Let me see. Step out real quick for me. All right. Hey, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move over around to the front of you. Okay. I'm gonna move the handcuffs around to the front of you.
Okay.
Okay.
Gunshot residue. Okay.
All right. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna swab your hands. Okay. Right. Now, well, I asked you a bunch of questions, but obviously you fired with a pistol, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Alright, look. I need you to hold your hand out like this. I'm gonna do your right hand first, okay? Just your right hand. Just like that.
Swab up here.
What is this?
It's a GSR. It shows which hand did you shoot with?
Okay.
Which hand did you shoot with?
go up.
Flop the hand, turn the hand over,
Turn it over.
rub on the outside part around the knuckles.
Where do you want his phone?
I guess you can put it in my vehicle with my key, and the key fob is in my left pocket.
All right, now, so go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do it. All right.
Is my stepdad okay?
I don't know, baby. I can't talk to you about
Oh,
this.
here, I understand.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Please don't. What,
This is his phone. She came okay, so, can you take her up to the office on the interviewer?
Yeah.
And then afterwards, I guess, I don't know if you want to hang out or whatever, but the judge wants you to stay at JDC tonight. They've been informed of what's going on, and then she'll be brought over to jail in the morning after she sees the judge.
she has no idea what, she don't even know about her mom. Yeah, I know. She's like, is my stepdad okay?
May we pause it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we paused it, but the camera had stopped. Why did the camera stop it?
Right, the camera's not stopped. It's muted.
Okay.
It's muted. Yeah. The actual camera, in order to mute it, the button's right here, so it covers the lens, but it's still active. It's just it's muted.
Okay. And correct me if I'm wrong. Beforehand, when I asked you the question of why you had muted it,
Correct.
my understanding was you said it was a personnel issue.
Right.
Now, we're muted on the video right now.
Correct.
Right before you muted,
Right.
you're talking about Carly doesn't know her mother's dead.
Objection, Your Honor.
Overruled. Sustained is deleting, but rephrase your question.
Yes. You saw what you said, remember?
Right. Yes.
What were you talking about?
Right then, what I was talking about was she never inquired about her mother. I mean, that's why I was saying that, she only asked about her stepdad. Hence, even when she got out of the car, she asked, how's my stepdad? It was never she never said, is my mom okay? Or anything like that. I assumed that she didn't even know about her mom, and I didn't know the full details of the case whenever I got there.
Okay. So why was it that when I asked you before, you told the jury it was a personnel issue?
Right. Well, whenever it was paused is whenever I began talking about the issue with driving around in a circle out there, coming back and forth. That's why whenever you replay it here, you'll see another deputy going like this. That's because I was talking about that issue.
Now, may I approach, Your Honor?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, she knew her mom wasn't okay, right? I mean, she didn't even have to ask, how's my mom? Is my mom okay? She knows better. She knows her mom's dead.
Yeah, just a few more questions.
And she assumed that the stepdad wasn't dead because,
Are you aware of the policies and procedures of the Sheriff's
I
Department?
am.
Okay. Let me let you have this.
Okay.
This is a copy for you.
All right.
And there's a yellow piece of paper.
I think she
And I
knew she
believe
missed,
that's
and he grabbed the gun from her, and
It's gonna be
so
the
she
first
took off.
page on.
She knew he
It's
wasn't
dealing with it's a policy and
dead when she left the
procedures
house, you
of
know.
body cams.
I'm familiar.
Okay. Now I want you to turn. It says, and it's actually at the bottom of page. It says page 1 of 4. Would you agree with me on that?
Yes.
And so you have a number 1. It says procedures, and it says when and how to use the BWC.
That's correct.
What is the BWC?
Body worn camera.
Okay. And so what's number 1?
Deputies shall not keep body worn cameras activated during their entire shift.
Right, and I got to correct myself. I said number 1. I said it's A, and so that would be A, correct?
Okay, A.
And then B is what?
Deputies shall activate the body-worn camera to record all law enforcement activities in contact with citizens in the performance of official duty, including but not limited to traffic stops, deputy-initiated stops of members of the public, arrest. You may keep going.
Yeah, so it'd be, and you're going to turn to page 2 of
Searches,
4.
interviews and interrogations, warrant service, pursuits, and any other contact with a member of the public that a deputy reasonably believes that may become adversarial.
Now, what's number C say?
I'm sorry. The body-worn camera shall remain activated until the event is completed in order to ensure the integrity of the recording.
Now, in this situation, did that occur?
At this situation, I was talking about something different. I was not actively involved in talking to her.
Okay, it says while the event.
Right, okay.
Okay, so you didn't turn your camera off, correct? So C actually would be correct?
Right, I could have turned it off, I guess, instead of muting it.
Okay, so now read D.
Deputies shall not initiate the mute selection any time during the body-worn camera is activated for recording.
Okay. Now, did you do that?
No, I guess my better option would have been to cut it off.
Okay. Now, what do you do if you fail to, I guess, abide by these rules? Is there a procedure?
Sure. I mean, I'm assuming there is a procedure at that point. I'm sure there's a verbal warning. I'm sure there's things such as that.
Well, let's skip down to number H.
Okay.
What does number H say?
If a deputy fails to activate the body-worn camera in situations where recording is required by the Sheriff's Department policy, fails to record entire contact that interrupts the recording, the deputy shall document why a recording was not made and was interrupted or was terminated.
Now, you did a report in this matter, didn't you?
I don't recall the report. Do you have it?
May I approach the witness?
Yes.
Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but 3 for her and 3 for him. She did have the 3, she did shoot the mom 3 times, and then the stepdad, she shot him once, shot again, and I think something happened to the, that one officer said, or that one detective yesterday said that one of the rounds hit the rack or something something to do with the car, busted it, and then the stepdad said he grabbed the gun and he wasn't so sure that he wasn't the one that set off the 3rd shot, but he don't know. But there were 3. There was it had 7 rounds in it and only 1 was left, but only one of those 3 rounds for him hit him, so in the neck. Hey, Steph. Hi, Steph. Oh, you're back from therapy? All right. Yeah, the stepdad said there was only 1 left in the gun, yeah. All right.
Is this a copy of your report?
He's reading to himself under his
Yes.
breath.
Yeah, it was brief. I'm sorry.
Okay. And I'm taking this was done at some time when you got back to the station or something.
Right. Well, date entered. What was this? When did this happen? The 19th? Yeah. So
I'll be right back. I'm going to go grab some
day
coffee
later, yes.
with cream.
Okay. Your policy says that you're supposed to make an entry if your body camera is ever interrupted, correct?
That's correct.
Okay. Show us in your report where you did that.
Yeah, it's not there.
Okay. Your Honor, we'd ask that his report be entered into evidence at this time.
Any objection?
No, sir.
All right, be admitted D8, all purposes.
And we would also
Hang on just a second.
I'm sorry.
Let's get it marked in first, please. Oh, all right. Yes, sir.
And Your Honor, we would also ask that the policy and procedure manual be entered into evidence that he's testified.
Any objection?
Your Honor, we have no objection to the body worn camera portion of the policy procedure being entered, but I think what Mr. Kemp has is an entire thing. I think it would be irrelevant and confusing.
Your Honor, I can take those we can have just those.
Y'all come modify it and look at it. If you would, please hand that to the bailiff. Y'all walk over there.
No objection to that from the state.
And Your Honor, what we did was for the record, we modified it so it's now a 5-page document. It starts out with just the policy and procedure manual is the first page, and then it goes to the actual policy for the body cam, which is the next 4 pages. And it's listed as page number 1 through 4.
Any objection to that by the state?
No, sir, Your Honor.
Be admitted without objection D9. Does either side feel the need to introduce the rest for ID?
Not of the manual, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
Just marked. All right, you may proceed.
And Your Honor, I can't remember, did we introduce the video, and is that already in evidence? I think it has to be.
Yes.
No further questions of this witness, Your Honor.
Your Honor, before Mr. Kemp sits down, in the interest of completion, I would ask that the entire video be played, if he's going to play a portion of that.
That's fine, Your Honor.
All right, under the rule of completeness, if a party plays one part of a statement, the other party can demand that any other part of it that ought to be showed to the jury and fairness be showed. At this time, you can resume. Do you want it from the beginning, or do you want it from here, from this point?
Just from here, Your Honor.
All right, hit play. Don't think it. Play. Yes.
Well, she came, I saw her coming out of the Farmington there. I was like, hey. I said, it's just, I said, are you the girl that does that? She goes, yes, sir.
Yeah, I heard you get on the radio, right? Traffic got past you. I was in that damn center thing. Yeah. Turn around and come back. So then you were coming out.
Yeah.
Good lick, Jack. Right time?
Yeah, man. I was just there, man.
Hey, this is the key.
Like, I was coming down Farmington, and I went over there, and I saw him, and I'm like, hey. She was so kind, sweet. She goes, I'm so sorry.
So what you trying to for me?
She was up there at the beginning.
At the beginning?
Yeah, at the beginning of Farmington up there.
We just came through. Just came.
Yeah. So, I mean, I didn't say to sing what she said sing.
Cross-examination. Any further questions, excuse me, any further questions by the defense?
No, Your Honor.
Cross-examination.
Yes, sir. We're not gonna need the video anymore, Your Honor.
All right, before you start, Mr. Levinson, would you just mind pulling that back out of the way? Thanks, sir. You may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good morning, Deputy Shake. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. And just want to ask you a few questions about what Mr. Camp talked to you about, specifically as it relates to the video. Whenever we first heard the video come on, there's a delay in the audio of the video. Can you tell the ladies and gentlemen why there's a delay in the audio whenever the video first comes on?
Yeah, well, it backs up. It backs up where you have video only.
Okay.
During a segment there.
So is that just a normal function of the?
That is, and I think since then they've extended it. They've extended that time over, I think, to a couple of minutes now.
So whenever you turn on your video, it just automatically backs up, and there's no audio for that.
That's correct.
You didn't mute your
Oh,
video at that time.
No.
Okay. And of course, we all hear a dog in your truck.
That's correct.
Do you have a dog that rides with you?
I do.
All right. What's his name?
Voodoo.
Right. And in the back of your car, we can obviously hear that. Were CARLY and Voodoo separated back there?
Yes.
Okay. And when it first comes on, I hear you say something to the effect of "up here on the right."
That's
Who were
right.
you talking to?
To her.
Was she telling you the directions to her house?
Yes.
Okay. We also heard you say something to the effect that that they've got me out here on a merry-go-round or
That's
something
right.
along those lines. Were you frustrated with the fact that they had you out there on a merry-go-round?
I was.
Okay. And I think you said something to the fact that they told me to bring her here, then they told me to bring her to the station.
Yeah, I just kept making circles around a median.
Right.
In the middle of Farmington.
At any time when you were out there, did you turn your body-worn camera off?
No.
All right. And you explained to us a little bit earlier, but just again, why would your hand over your camera?
Yeah, so the mute button is over here, and it's just whenever you hold it, your hand goes over it to be able to hold the mute button in. So that's just the way it worked.
At any time, whenever you were in Miss Gregg's presence, did you mute or otherwise turn off your video?
No.
At any time during this, whenever you were dealing with any member of the public or any suspect, did you turn off or mute your
No.
body-worn camera?
No.
Did you ever go in Miss Gregg's house that day?
No.
Did Miss Gregg ever say anything to you or ask you anything about her mom?
No. All I got was her stepdad.
Okay. What'd she ask you about her stepdad?
Is he okay?
Did she ever ask if her mom was okay?
No. I never got anything about her mom.
Never said anything.
No.
Did she tell you that she fired with a pistol?
Yes.
She tell you she fired with her right hand?
Yes.
Whenever you muted your camera, who were you talking to then?
I was talking to a couple other deputies. I mean, their names. I mean, Deputy Centel and Deputy DeSale. Centel's the one that had his hands up beside him there.
Okay. Did you ever collect any evidence at this scene on March 19th?
No.
Once you took Carly back to the scene, what did you do after that, if anything?
Nothing. Talked to co-workers and waited for somebody to come and get her to transport her.
Did you transport her anywhere after that?
No.
So once you dropped her off there at the scene, you observed the GSR kit being taken.
That's it.
You were done after that.
Done.
David Shack, just to be clear, were you trying to hide, conceal, or cover up anything whenever you muted related to this investigation, whenever you muted your body-worn camera?
No.
Of course I know. Real briefly, Deputy Shack, whenever, did you have your body-worn camera on whenever you first encountered Ms. Gregg?
No, I did not.
And why was that?
Well, because when I came off of Old Fannin Road onto Farmington, it's a one-way in, one lane both ways. It was right around 5 o'clock traffic. There was cars in front of me. There were cars behind me. I was driving down the road. I spotted her to my right. I immediately put my car in park and hopped out. And I asked her, there were cars backed up behind me at that point. And I asked the brief question that I did to her, and then I immediately put her in my vehicle. I activated my camera whenever I was driving due to the fact that, honestly, I'm not perfect. At the moment, I did not activate it because I was in a hurry to get out there to her, and I had a lot of traffic.
Is it fair to say that you were shocked to see her standing there on the side of the road?
That's correct, yes, because we had people driving around everywhere looking for her.
Right. And you said that you asked her the question that you did, and that you're talking about you asked her if
I just asked her if she was the one involved
Okay.
at the incident that occurred at the house.
And she told you yes? Correct?
Yes, I'm sorry. It's my stepdad, okay.
And she told you that she was sorry, and that's what you also put in your report that Mr. Camp showed you that's in evidence, right?
That's correct. Yep. Yes.
Nothing further.
For your record.
Let me make sure I'm clear. You're not saying it was okay for you to mute your body cam, correct?
Do what now?
You're not saying that was okay, are you?
I felt like at the time when talking to coworkers, it was okay.
Okay. So, we just read the policy and procedure.
That's correct.
And it says you are not to do that.
That's correct.
And it says the reason why you're not to do that is to ensure the integrity of the recording, correct?
That's correct.
Okay. And that didn't happen, correct?
What didn't happen?
You didn't keep it activated to ensure the integrity of the recording.
Right, yeah, it was activated during my time of dealing with the situation, but when talking to coworkers, no, it was not.
Okay. And you told the jury that it was a personnel issue. But right before your questioning, or right before what you're talking about,
right,
is you make the statement, she doesn't even know what happened. That's on the video.
Okay.
And then you mute it, and you put your hand over it. So why is it so important if, according to you, you just don't want us to hear it because it is a personnel issue, according to you?
That's correct.
And then you put your hand over it so we can't even see who you're talking to. Why is that important to make
Well,
it
it
so
wasn't purposely put my hand over it. The mute button is on the side right here, and that's the way I was holding it, was like that. It wasn't purposely done like that.
Okay, so the video, even though you mute it.
That's correct.
And then we can't see who you're talking to.
That's right.
Okay. And you said it was a personnel issue.
That's correct.
But it wasn't a personnel issue right before you muted.
Correct.
No further questions.
May this witness be released by the defense?
Oh, yes, Your Honor.
By the state?
Yes, sir.
All right, you stand down, you're free to go or stay.
Thank you.
Defense may call its next witness.
Your Honor, the defense would call Dr. Andrew Clark.
Dr. Andrew Clark.
Judge, may I go get the other documents?
Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
You understand that you're now under oath and your answers to be sworn answers under penalty of perjury?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Before we get started, does either side want to introduce some documents by way of stipulation?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Which documents have the parties agreed to admit by way of stipulation?
Your Honor, the parties have agreed to introduce the medical records and school records of CARLY Gregg that the doctor reviewed in his mental health evaluation, and also the doctor's CVs. Your Honor, we've also agreed to admit a sketchbook and a journal.
I'll bring them forward.
So, Your Honor, I've got the journal.
Do them one by one. Does the state stipulate to the CV of the defendant?
Yes, sir.
Of the defense witness?
There's a
Okay. Stipulation, CV of Dr. Andrew Clark. The CV of Dr. Andrew Clark will be admitted by stipulation as D10. CV of Jason Pickett, stipulate.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes. This document will be admitted, the CV of Jason Pickett will be admitted by stipulation as S, is it 57?
Oh, yes.
What do we have next?
We have
Yeah, no, that's gonna be included in there.
Okay, that's
It should be
included.
all,
Okay.
it should be everything that had handwriting on it.
Okay, perfect. Journal and sketchbook of CARLY Gregg.
Well, journals and sketchbooks recovered from the scene.
Does the state stipulate that these are the journals and the sketchbooks recovered from the scene?
Yes, sir.
Defense.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Be admitted without objection, any objection by the state?
No, sir.
Be admitted, D11, by stipulation.
The counseling records of Annette Bennett.
Does the state agree to stipulate to the admissibility of the counseling records of Annette Bennett?
Yes, sir.
Be moved in D12, all purposes without objection.
And for the record, those are the only ones that are not date stamped, because those were the only ones not produced pursuant to a subpoena by us.
All right, what else we got?
The vital core records, which are the medical records and treatments and prescriptions during her detainment at the Rankin County Detention Center.
That's only the vital core records, not to discuss in front of a jury detainment. Any objection to these records?
No, sir.
State or defense records?
Defense.
All right. Without objection, correct?
Yes, sir.
D13 will be the vital core records.
These are Kroger's pharmacy records.
State bait stamp numbers 805 through 822. Any objection to that by the state?
Everybody's got the motions and subpoenas attached to them, everything that they sent. Just the records. Why don't we just do just the front of that instead of all
Yeah, that's
the correspondence?
Date stamp documents 811 through 822 are court records. Does everybody agree to that?
Yes, sir. They're not.
And they're not admissible.
They're not a part of the medical record.
All right, mark these D14 ID only.
Sorry, took a quick little break and went and made myself some lunch. But I had to show you guys real quick what I just made some tuna salad real quick. But look, Morgana. Look, Morgana, I have a pickle. I have a pickle. There you go. I'm not going to smack it, though. All right. You guys talking about the cop muting his mic? Yeah, he's like, nah. Hey, Amelia. Good to see you. Good to see you. That's a bad, bad pickle. You guys are so sick. You're sick. Mute, 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 mute. Don't, yeah. You guys, okay. No pickle smacking allowed. Yeah, I'm not gonna smack it. I'm going to enjoy this. Ah, ha, ha. All right. I'm going to turn this back on, and I'm going to turn my camera off so I can eat. I can eat some lunch. It's now after 12, and I made another hot cup of coffee with cream in it. So, all right, here we go.
Excuse me, add bait stamp document 810 to D11 for ID. So the actual records are 805 through 809, correct?
Yes, sir.
Does the state agree by stipulation to admit 805 through 809?
Yes, sir.
Defense.
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you need a paper clip?
Those will be marked D14 as a composite without objection.
Oh, wow, Amelia, that's interesting. Give us a little dirt.
Motions should not be. Motions, transcripts should not be attached. Any objection to 360 through 520 by the state, school records, by the defense? This has been marked D15, next in number without objection, school records.
UMC records.
Any objection to state bait stamp document 775 through 796 by the state? No objection. By the
No
defense?
objection, Your Honor.
Admitted D16 all purposes, records of UMMC.
Region 8 records.
See, these also contain state's bait stamps number 662 through 683. Any objection by the state? No, sir. By the defense?
No, Your Honor.
Those would be marked D17, all purposes. Region 8 records.
Rankin Children's Group.
Any objection to state's bait stamp documents 527 through 558 by the state. By the defense.
No, Your Honor.
They've been marked D18.
Precise medical records.
And one portion of that is gonna be bait stamps, and then the subsequent portion is that precise.
Yes.
It's not gonna be bait stamps, that's gonna be the material that they emailed to each of us, last week, so we need to make sure that both are removed.
Any objection to these records by the state? By the defense?
No, Your Honor.
Be admitted by way of stipulation D19.
Your Honor. Your Honor,
Yes.
this is Crossroads Council.
Any objection to the state's bait stamp document 696 through 699 by the state? By the defense?
No, Your Honor.
They'll be admitted, all purposes D20, Crossroads Medical Records.
Rebecca Kirk's counsel.
Any objection to bait stamp pages 661 through 694 by the state? By the defense?
No, Your Honor.
Admitted by way of stipulation, what's the defense? What's the next? D21, all purposes. Anything else that we agreed by stipulation by the state?
No, sir.
By the defense?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Next.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good morning, Dr. Clark. Could you introduce yourself to the jury?
Yes, my name's Andrew Clark, C-L-A-R-K.
Okay. And Dr. Clark, what's your current age?
I'm 68 years old.
Okay. And what is your current occupation?
I'm a psychiatrist in Cambridge, Massachusetts.
And what, if any, who's your current employer?
I'm currently self-employed. So I have a private practice of psychiatry. I spend about half my time doing treatment of both children and adolescents and adults, and about half my time doing forensic work.
And what, if any, teaching experience do you have?
So I was on the faculty at Harvard Medical School for about 20 years, from 1996 to around 2016, and I taught and supervised residents at Massachusetts General Hospital. And then I spent about 5 years at Boston Medical Center from 2017 to 2022, and I worked half-time then as the Director of Medical Student Education and Psychiatry, so teaching medical students.
And what specifically did you teach at Harvard Medical School?
So I taught forensic psychiatry as the primary thing that I taught. I taught forensic psychiatry to residents at Boston Medical Center, and I currently teach forensic psychiatry at Boston Medical Center, but just about once a month.
Okay. And where did you attend medical school?
I went to the University of Michigan Medical School and graduated in 1986.
When did you receive your medical license?
In, I believe, 1987.
What, if any, board certifications do you have?
So I have 3 board certifications. I'm certified in adult psychiatry, I'm certified in child and adolescent psychiatry, and I'm certified in forensic psychiatry.
And what, if any, certification have you held in pediatrics?
I trained in pediatrics at Boston City Hospital from 1987 to 1990, and I was board certified as a pediatrician, but I've let that lapse since I don't practice pediatrics.
And what, if any, certification do you have in neurology?
I have no certification in neurology. My psychiatry certification is through the American Board of Psychiatry and Neurology.
Gotcha.
But I'm just a psychiatrist.
And when did you receive your board certification in psychiatry?
Oh, you're testing me. I think it would have been in 1995 that I was certified in psychiatry.
Now, as you know, lawyers go to law school and not med school because we're not very good at math. But is it fair to say that's roughly 29 years that you've been?
I believe that's correct, yes.
When did you receive your board certification in psychiatry?
I think you just asked me.
I'm sorry. When did you receive your board certification in forensic psychiatry?
Oh, I think it would have been around 1996 or 1997.
And when did you receive your board certification in child and adolescent psychiatry?
I believe that would have been 1997.
Okay. And what, if any, residencies have you done?
So I've done maybe too many residencies. I was a resident in pediatrics for 3 years, and then I did a 3-year residency in psychiatry at Massachusetts General Hospital, and then I did a 2-year residency in child and adolescent psychiatry at Massachusetts General Hospital, and finished my training in 1996.
And when did you receive your subspecialty certification in forensic psychiatry?
I believe it was 1997 that I did, and then it lapsed for a few years, and then I was recertified maybe around 8 years ago or so.
And what, if any, leadership positions have you held in the medical field?
So when I was at Massachusetts General Hospital, I was the medical director of the Children and the Law program, which was it's a program of individuals doing forensic psychiatry and psychology. When I was at Boston Medical Center, I was as I mentioned, the director of medical student education in psychiatry, and I was also the medical director of the outpatient psychiatry clinic there. I also had a job at a trauma clinic in Waltham, Massachusetts, where I was the medical director for, I think, 4 years.
And what, if any, experience have you had with the juvenile court?
So I've worked for several years at the Boston Juvenile Court Clinic and the Norfolk County Juvenile Court Clinic. I'm early in my career, so probably 3 or 4 or 5 years altogether.
And what was your position there?
I was a staff psychiatrist there, responsible for conducting the evaluations that were ordered by the court.
And who did you conduct those evaluations on?
Typically on adolescents or younger children who are court involved in some way, either juvenile delinquency or care and protection cases.
And what, if any, positions have you held with regard to child and adolescent forensic consultations?
Early in my career, I was a member of the Child and Adolescent Forensic Consultation Team in Massachusetts and did a number of evaluations, mostly competency to stand trial and not guilty by reason of insanity cases for the state.
What, if any, fellowship positions have you held?
I did a fellowship in infant parent mental health at one point about 10 years ago now, and I'm not sure what else.
How many times have you testified as an expert witness in child psychiatry?
I'm going to guess 150. That's just it's somewhat of a rough estimate, but I've been doing it for 28 years and probably have a couple of handfuls of cases each year.
And how many times have you testified as a forensic expert in child and adolescent psychiatry?
I'd say typically when I'm qualified as an expert, it's in either psychiatry or child and adolescent psychiatry, and not typically in forensic psychiatry.
Okay. What, if any, peer-reviewed papers have you published?
I've published 2 papers in the last 2 years, one on juvenile solitary confinement and one on the question of the ethics of psychiatric diagnosis. I've also co-written 2 chapters on juvenile post-traumatic stress disorder.
Your Honor, at this time we would tender Dr. Clark as an expert in the field of child and adolescent psychiatry.
Established to board our witness.
Yes, Your Honor. Good morning, Dr. Clark. How are you?
Good morning, sir. I'm good, thank you.
Good to see you again. And you and I spoke over Zoom last week, didn't we?
Correct, yes.
But you didn't recognize me this morning because I had a beard last week.
Yes, that's right.
All right. Are you, where do you currently hold an active medical license? In what state?
In the state of Massachusetts.
Okay. You're not licensed in the state of Mississippi, correct?
That is correct.
All right. Have you ever treated patients in the state of Mississippi prior to your involvement in this case?
No, sir.
Okay. Have you ever prescribed medicine to patients in the state of Mississippi in your practice?
No, sir.
All right. Have you ever been accepted as an expert in any court in the state of Mississippi?
No.
All right. Is this your first time in Mississippi?
I've passed through here before.
Okay. I got you. And you just told Ms. Todd that whenever you've typically been accepted as an expert, it's not in the field of forensic psychiatry, correct?
That's correct.
And what, just by way of brief definition, what is forensic psychiatry?
So forensic psychiatry is that part of psychiatry that interfaces with the justice system typically. And most often working as an expert for court-related cases.
Right. But you're typically not rendered as an expert in forensic psychiatry, correct?
That is correct.
Your Honor, we would just re-urge our prior motion as it relates to Dr. Clark, but otherwise, nothing further.
Any further objection?
No, sir.
All right. The witness will be admitted as an expert in the field of child and adolescent psychiatry. Hang on just a moment. Rex, one moment. Rex. All right. Now that the witness has been qualified as an expert, I was informed that the circuit clerk has y'all's lunch here today. I don't want, it's 11:46, I don't want that to get cold, all right? Or hot, either way you ordered it. So if y'all would, we'll go ahead and take the lunch break. It's a good time for us to take the lunch break. Just knock on the door and let the bailiff know when y'all are ready. Everyone please remain seated while the jury exits.
No cold pork chops today, please. No cold pork chops.
All right, the record will reflect we're outside the presence of the jury. Dr. Clark, you're going to remain under oath. Don't discuss your testimony with anybody during the lunch break. So 11:47, we'll be in recess till the jury knocks on the door and tells me they're done eating. All right. Anything further from the state before we recess?
No, Your Honor.
From the defense?
No, Your Honor.
All right.
Donnie says he's all about that lunch, Don't want to be hungry. All about that lunch. Hey, Cherie. Good to see you. Good to see you, girlie. Ah. Cold lunch. No cold lunches, please. All right, so they are on a lunch break. La 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 la. Brand new Barnes & Noble in our neighborhood. Super psyched. That sounds pretty cool. Donnie, that really sounds pretty cool. It seems like bookstores are like going out of business everywhere and have been for a long time. That's sad, right? I'm going to go ahead, I think, because it's live right now. I'd say they'll probably be gone for about an hour. I think I'm going to jump and then stream a part 2 after lunch. Because I need to try to see if I can get some work done on another case that I've been watching. So I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. Let me, hold on just a second. Let me run over here real quick and stream it. Or schedule the stream, I should say. Let me do that real quick. Do. Hold on just a moment. Let me copy this. Let me just get this done real quick. And then that way I can send you guys the link to it, and then you don't have to go looking for it or waiting for a waiting for a notification. You know what I mean? I'm going to put day 3, part 2, after lunch. Schedule. I'm going to schedule it for an hour out from now, so I'll say 2 p.m. All right. Create. And then I will grab the link to that. All righty. Copy. Oh, no, a gnat flew into your salad. No. Yeah, we'll be coming back, P. Lola. I just need to get some stuff done in there. They just started their lunch break. So that gives me about an hour to get some stuff done. And then I can schedule a part 2. I've got it already scheduled. Here's the link. Join us after lunch for trial. Oh, Michelle, Wolfpack that Cherie is talking about is a diamond painter. You asked, Michelle. She's like, nope, I'm out. Never mind. Bye. Join us after lunch for trial here. And you guys can go ahead and click the link if you want to, and just kind of hang out in the chat over there if you want with each other. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. Just pick it out and keep eating, says Morgana. Oh, she misses everybody, Cherie. God love her. Italian dressing. You lost him. No, Michelle. No, because Italian dressing, it's got all those little black dots in it. Spin says, let's go cause some drama while we wait for it. Not drama, ruckus. Let's go cause some ruckus while we wait for it to start. That sounds about right. You guys are crazy pants. All right. I'm going to go ahead and jump on out of here, but I'm going to remind you, I would appreciate it before you head out the door if you would give this video a thumbs up if you haven't already. And if you stumble over this way and you're new and are not yet subscribed to the channel, we invite you to. Make sure to click that notification, though, so you get notified when we go live each day. Also, hashtag replay in the comments down below if you're watching this on the replay. And if you come back here again, what was her name? I can't remember what her username was. It was something elephant something. What was the gal who made the comment about the pork chops? If you come back and watch this, say hi again in the comment section, because I need to know that you know that everybody pork chopped the crap out of the comment section when I mentioned that. Pork chop, pork chop, pork chop, pork chop, pork chop. What did Morgana say? Pork chop, shop talk? God, you guys are a bunch of sickos. She's been hoping to put out videos and do lives, but work's been nuts. Oh, wow, Patricia. Timing is perfect. She's going to go to a meeting. See you all for part 2. Good deal. All right. See you soon. Morgana says she loves a good ruckus. All right. You guys, just hang tight. Do all those YouTube things, though. I appreciate you guys for being with me today. And thank you for staying through my crazy pants Twilight Zone start to the morning. That was crazy, right? Ay, ay, ay. All right. I love you guys, and I'll see you back about 2 o'clock Eastern. All right. Bye.